We're back at it once again, Instant Classic 8. It has been 1 year since I've done a video. Oh man. Listen. First of all, even though not continuously doing them on a normal schedule or a semi-regular basis like I used to, even not, putting videos out, I've been on here for 10 years. That's pretty crazy. 10 years of making videos, or I started 10 years ago. How about that? It's pretty wild. But yeah, let's see, 2017, because the last thing I talked about was Sakura Genesis. Funny enough, I watched that show this morning, this year's version of it. I didn't really plan for it to work out like that. This is not a Sakura Genesis review. I thought that was a good show. It was fine. Let's see, 2017, because April was the last time I spoke about it. 2017, as far as wrestling, I thought was the best year, probably overall, for wrestling. The matches, what's happening in the ring. I thought 2017 was probably the best year. Pretty much everyone had great matches. At least what I watched. There's so much to consume these days. You can't consume it all. I mean, unless you're just a nerd that just wants to take it all in. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's hard to find time to do all that. So you just kind of stick with what you know. And 2017, my main viewing was New Japan. WWE, probably the least I've watched in I don't know how many years. I didn't watch any Raw, SmackDown. I watched a couple things here and there. Like, I checked out clips on YouTube when things were like really popular and people were talking about it. I kept up with it by listening to like The Observer and reading The Observer and whatnot. But as far as watching, I didn't watch a full episode. I think the only full episode that I watched was the Raw after Mania, and maybe a couple before then. The pay-per-views, I even skipped a couple, which were crazy. I checked out matches here and there, like the Lesnar and Joe stuff I enjoyed, and like the 4-way they had at SummerSlam I liked a lot. Lesnar and Styles at Survivor Series was really good. Like I said, the matches were all awesome, but like the what would you say? I guess the storylines, I guess you would say storylines weren't entertaining. Like, it was all redundant. WWE just felt like a machine. Like, it was two of everything. Like, the two champions I hate, the 2 secondary titles, 2 women's titles. And it just feels the same. It just feels like the same stuff over and over. And I feel like weekly television is not necessary. At least for me, it's not necessary. Like, you can literally catch up with what's going on with the 3-4 minute video package they play before the match. I don't know. I have taken a step back when it comes to them in the past year. It sucks too. It sucks not wanting to be involved with it. But I've just been like, basketball has just gotten crazy and entertaining the past few years. I mean, it's always entertaining before, but I mean, it's just like their storylines are so much more better than anything WWE can put out these days. But that's just me. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't watch a whole lot. 2017, 2018, I checked out the Rumble, which was really fun. I really enjoyed that show. That's pretty much it. New Japan, I don't want to spend too much time on them, but let's see. Wrestle Kingdom was a really awesome show. Chris Jericho showing up, that was pretty cool. Naito winning the G1 was awesome. Like, him like actually getting like a huge push and being like top tier level guy in New Japan is pretty awesome to see. That was a guy that and I don't really feel bad anymore because I feel like a lot of people were like that. I just didn't care for the guy. I would say 2014 2015, I just was not a fan, but this whole character transformation has just been awesome for him. And Okada's the man. He's just having great match after great match after great match with every single body that is put in front of him. He's just having great matches with, so he's pretty much the best right now. They just did the show in Long Beach last week. I thought it was good. I don't like Access. I love their show. Like, I've checked out a couple. I mostly watch on New Japan World, so the Access show I don't need to watch all that much, but I do check out stuff from time to time just to get like the different commentary with like Jim Ross and Josh Barnett, and I feel like they do a good job with those shows. But when it comes to doing a live show, and I noticed this last year when they did the G1 special, I just feel like Access doesn't know how to shoot live wrestling, and then those two guys, they just don't know enough of the product to be able to do a live show. So I don't think it comes off too well. And I enjoyed that tag match, the Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega versus Young Bucks match. I thought was excellent. I think Dave gave it 5. I don't know if I would go that far, but I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. But yeah, I don't really care for their the way they shoot wrestling. Before I forget, oh my goodness, the XFL is coming back. Yo, that's gonna fail. I have no faith in that, especially there's like a new league coming like this coming year, and I don't think they're gonna succeed either, but they're gonna get to step up and be able to sign the guys before Vince gets to them. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, Jericho showed up. That was cool to see. Mysterio got hurt. He was supposed to wrestle, but it's cool to get an influx of these guys coming in. All In is this coming September. That's the Young Bucks, Bullet Club, Cody Rhodes produced show, and I hope it really, really succeeds. The goal is to go to that show. I want to be a part of that. That seems really awesome. So yeah, to experience that and be hopefully a part of history where they sell this place out. Yeah, I look forward to being part of that. So that should be really cool as well. 2018 again, I really enjoyed the Rumble. Takeover Philly was sick. Yes, that's why I have this picture up here. I was trying to figure out who, like the opening picture, I guess you could say. And this is, I don't know if I can't say that word, antithesis. I don't know if that is even the word to use here, but this is basically how I feel about WWE in 2018. Well, not necessarily. It means like this seems like I hate it, but I don't know. I've the stuff that I've watched, Rumble, Takeover, and a few segments here and there with like Lesnar and Reigns, I've enjoyed. Again, I feel like the product is a little oversaturated right now. There's so much out there between Raw, SmackDown. That's 5 hours. Then you get, I don't watch it, but that Mixmaster Mike challenge, the mixed tag thing. You got that. You got, there's got to be something else I know that comes out, but I just feel like, and it's just every week, and then you get the pay-per-views, and I'm so glad that they're combining the pay-per-views. That's gonna be that's gonna be worth it for sure. You'll get more top-tier matches, not a lot of fluff, which is good. But yeah, the little stuff that I've watched, I have enjoyed. But I don't see myself, like, I'm giving them all my time this weekend. I'm gonna watch everything I can. But I don't see myself going, continue to watch all of this going forward. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe they change my mind. Exciting stuff is kind of happening, so we'll see what happens. The weekend is coming up. WrestleMania 34. I'm not going. Just my decision. I don't watch the product enough. I'm not invested enough. Like, it really wasn't until last week where I actually sat down and looked at the card to WrestleMania that I actually started to get excited for the show. Because this looks like a really good show. In fact, this looks like one of the best shows. But I didn't have enough when things were going on sale and stuff was happening. I had no interest. I wasn't paying attention. I was completely clocked out on it. So I'm absolutely cool watching it at home. I think that's going to be a cool experience. Back in New Orleans, There's magic in that building, so hopefully that spreads to this show. But yeah, the weekend's coming up. There's a lot of stuff. There is a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh! Like, I thought last year was crazy, and last year was awesome because between paying to $10 for the network, I think I paid, what was it, 30 for ROH, and then 20 for Flow Slam. I got all those shows, and it was awesome. There's no Flow Slam. RIP Flow Slam. What a disaster that turned into. Which sucks because now you got to pay for these shows. I think Fight Network is running like a bundle for like $90, but a lot of that stuff is happening like when I'm at work, and I don't know if I feel up enough to go back and watch the replays. I don't even know all of them off the top of my head. I know Evolve is running a couple shows. WWN Live or Network, they're running a couple shows. Beyond Progress, Shimmer's probably there, maybe. The Joey Janela show again. He's got another one. Matt Riddle's Bloodsport, which looks awesome. God, it looks so sick. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Hopefully, it's like on some type of streaming site down the road. I think it's coming on like the middle of the day Thursday, so I'll have to check it out on demand or something. But that looks cool, and yeah, it's just so many shows, man. Of course, you got ROH, you got Impact, who that is a golf clap for Impact Wrestling. We're going to go back in time where I was a super fan of TNA, and seeing them go through just the garbage, it was just painful to watch. And while they haven't really done much lately, they've rid themselves completely of that old regime. Virtually everybody is gone, and they got new heads in there, and they're heading in the right direction. And they have the channel on Twitch, which I actually watch every now and then just because they show old stuff that, you know, I used to watch. So I check that out every now and then. Every now and then. They have a free show with Lucha Underground that's coming on WrestleMania weekend, so I think I'll check that out. I'm not sure what day that's coming on, but I will definitely check that out. Who else is running? I know there's got to be a ton of stuff. There's all the WrestleCon and all that stuff is going on with podcast, and it's just a busy weekend. So, shouts out to anyone that's going, especially if you're going for your first time. Like, enjoy that place, man. It's so much fun. But yeah, the main stuff that I'll watch, NXT, ROH. There's a UFC, a really big UFC that night. So that night's going to be stacked. Watch UFC, ROH, and then Mania. That's pretty much what I'm good with, going with. I'm content with just watching that. Again, it'd have been cool. Flow Slam was around at $20 for all that stuff. Sounded really cool. It's not going to justify me spending $90. I'm not that that interested in seeing all that stuff. Maybe if something like Out of This World, I'll just order the replay, but I'll just stick with those. Hall of Fame is the Friday. I may watch it. I don't know if there's any other shows on at that time, but here's the class. The class is fine. I'm not invested in the Hall of Fame anymore. It's just, I don't know. It's cool. I guess you can see who's going in and whatnot, and when they bring people back you haven't seen in a while, it's cool. But I mean, like I said, this is a cool. Goldberg and the Dudleys are getting inducted by Edge and Christian, I think, and Road Dogg's inducting Jeff Jarrett, Jarvis Robinson. He's got that this kid, like, what is it, like 16, I think, 15 or 16. He's got a chronic liver disease, so it's cool. I mean, he's all over. He's in everything. Like, every time I watch ESPN, he's on there. But Hillbilly Jim, sure. Ivory, that's cool, and Mark Henry's on there as well. So I might check that out. Yeah, I'll probably check that out. Next on the plate would be NXT TakeOver. That's the first one that comes on Saturday night, on the Insane Saturday night. That show should be really good. What I've noticed, I've gone back and looked at like the NXT takeover events, and just kind of noticed like only lately, like the past two or three, have like the quality of the shows itself just been like out of this world awesome. Like we've always experienced these takeovers to be like really great events and really fun to watch, and they have been. But when you look at the match quality, you'd only have like one match, maybe two, that were just like outstanding, and the rest were just kind of like good to like average. But now I think you're getting with NXT, you're starting to get stuff where it's just like across the board, like every single match you kind of expect is going to be something to look forward to. And I think this card is probably the best example of that. Like this card is ridiculous. They've matched Mania, because Mania's card is just nuts. Yeah, this is what do you have? The Women's Championship, Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler. We saw them wrestle at not Chicago. What was it? Philly. We saw them wrestle in Philly. It was a really good match. I love Shayna Baszler. Her whole, the aura about her and how she comes off like a legit, like, and this is what you would think of an MMA fighter transitions into wrestling, becomes a wrestler. She portrays that very well, in my opinion. Ember Moon's great for sure. I just feel like she's probably going to move up very soon. So I really feel like this is Shayna's time. Like I said, I love Shayna, everything about her. Holy smokes. The North American Championship. Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, and EC3. So this is going to be, at least on television, EC3 just debuted on TV. Ricochet, this is his debut, I believe. I know he's been doing matches, but I believe this is his debut. Adam Cole, I don't know if he's going to be doing double duty or what they're going to do with him with the tag match, but this match is insane. This is the North American Championship ladder match. Oh my goodness. You're going to have Killian Dane just destroying dudes with ladders. Ricochet just going to be doing crazy stuff. I fully expect EC3 to win this. I just feel like this is, the title's made for him. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. The NXT Championship, Andrade Cien Almas and Tommy End, Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black. Andrade is the man. Like so glad the things have turned around for him when he first started. Like they've had a match. I believe they had a match. I feel like I want to say last year. It was either Mania weekend or Rumble weekend. They had a match on TakeOver. It was Aleister Black's debut match, I believe. This is going to be much better. Like both of these guys are just on the top of the game, and I really like Andrade. I hope he doesn't lose. I feel like he and Zelina Vega, they're an awesome tandem, and yeah, I really like him a lot. So, but this match should be really good. Like I said, he's finding his groove, which is awesome to see. And then Aleister Black, he's just been getting momentum ever since coming in. That match he had with Velveteen Dream was just so good, and even the I don't know if it was what they called it, no DQ match with Adam Cole was. NXT has been on fire so far this year. Unsanctioned, Johnny Gargano, who had just an outstanding match with Almas last time. I expect nothing less of this insane match he's gonna have with Tommaso Ciampa. I expect this thing to be. We can't have a bloodbath because first of all, they're not gonna do that, and then New Orleans has a lot of stuff banned, I believe. But this match should be awesome. I'm really into the story, of course. It was really cool to see how he came back at the last TakeOver event, and then he interfered in Gargano's Loser Leaves Town match. It kind of sucks that the same thing is kind of happening on SmackDown as far as like the storyline, But either way, the match should be awesome. Again, this show should be really cool. They're gonna have the Dusty Rhodes Classic as well. That match should be sweet. Should be a great show. And it, well, you have NXT. Then I mean, UFC is awesome. It's gonna have the main fight I want to see is gonna be Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Rose Namajunas. Khabib Nurmagomedov is fighting as well. He's fighting Tony Ferguson. That should be awesome too. So I'm very much looking forward to that show. Should be one of the more entertaining UFCs this year. Supercard of Honor 12. This is the only match I care about, to be honest with you. Let's see what's on the card. We're going to kind of look at this together. Cody versus Kenny Omega, obviously. I mean, that storyline has just been fantastic. Kenny's like the best heel in wrestling right now. I was trying to think of someone better the other day. I just could not come up with it. So that's pretty much the storyline that's running ROH right now. I'm not sure how safe that is, but it's huge and they're selling out everywhere, and this is going to be their biggest show. So yeah, very, very much looking forward to that. Dalton Castle versus Marty Scurll for the ROH Championship. It will be sick if Marty Scurll could win that. I have not cared for Dalton Castle as champion at all. It was a novelty thing when he was first like getting hot and whatnot, but now it's just kind of like whatever. Oh, you see, let me get that out of there. Sorry about that. It's just like a novelty thing, but now it's just kind of worn off and just like, dude, give up the belt. So hopefully Marty Scurll wins. Let's see. Emma's in ROH now. That's pretty cool. Heyman Page, who's having, man, he's having an awesome blossom. I got awesome blossom sauce coming out of my nose, but his career is just really taken off lately. It's really awesome to see. He's going against Kota Ibushi, which should be really cool. SoCal Uncensored. Scorpio Sky. Wow. Daniels and Kazarian versus Flip Gordon and the Young Bucks. 6-way. Yeah. My guess, Flip Gordon, that was my prediction. I said it on Twitter. I'll put it on here. My prediction is Flip Gordon will be on the All In show, and his opponent will be CM Punk. And Flip Gordon will beat CM Punk. And he'll be super over. So, this is a 6-man tag. Why do they have 6-man titles? I hate the ones that are in New Japan, and these are even worse. The trios titles, just, I'm not a fan of them. But it's going to be a ladder match, so it should be awesome. It's going to be a bunch of moves. Punishment Martinez versus Tomohiro Ishii. Sure. Kenny King. Silas Young, last man. Kenny King always in last man standing. My first Mania 26, my first ROH show, I saw Kenny King versus Jerry Lynn, last man standing match. Briscoes versus Lethal Tanahashi. That should be all right. For the tag titles. Wow. All right. And then Sunday, WrestleMania Sunday. Oh my God. 7 hours. 7 hours. This show is going to be 7 hours long. Oh, man. Last year I did watch everything. I watched everything. I watched the whole pre-show and I watched Mania. I'll probably do the same thing this year. That's just a long, long time, dude. And if it gets too boring, I'm not afraid to this past year, I have done a very great job with battling with FOMO, the fear of missing out. I used to deal with that a lot, very, very badly. And I've just kind of kicked that bucket this past year. So if that stuff is boring, I have no problem just turning the TV off. I don't care if something happens crazy and I miss it. It's just not important anymore. But I plan on watching this whole show. 7 hours is going to be a long time. The pre-show is probably going to have like 3 matches on there. So yeah, I don't know the order of the show, but this is just what I have here. This is the match I probably look forward to the least. Randy Orton, who I didn't even know was U.S. champion until a couple weeks ago. Jinder Mahal. Jinder, who was he? He was champion last year. Okay, yeah. So I haven't done a video while Jinder was champion. I didn't really care, to be honest with you, when I heard it. It didn't make sense, but I'm not upset. Bobby Roode All right, and then Rusev, who is super over right now. Where did that come from? Rusev Day to the left, Rusev Day to the right. People love Rusev, I guess. I have no issue with that. That's cool. He's getting over, and apparently he got put in the match because of how over he's been. So that's really cool. That's awesome to see. But yeah, I don't care about this match at all. The Raw tag titles, The Bar, Sheamus, and this other guy, Cesaro is his name, versus Braun Strowman and mystery partner, who knows? Big Show, Rey Mysterio, Snooki. I'm just thinking of people that make sense. I don't know. An educated guess. I'm trying to think of one. Someone said The Rock. That don't make sense. Watch it happen. I don't know, man. Braun Strowman is over. I don't see the appeal in him, but I'm not upset. This is whatever. This is all right. Cruiserweight Championship, 205 Live. I've been actually checking out for the past month. It's been a really good show. The crowds suck. That's not their fault. They really need to put this thing on before SmackDown. I don't know what they're doing. The show's really good. I've enjoyed ever since Dumbass Enzo. I'm not even upset. Since he's gone, they've brought in Rockstar Spud, Drake Maverick. Yeah. They've brought him in. They've brought. They just put more emphasis in the wrestling on the show. All the goofy angles and the stuff with Nia Jax and all that stuff is out of there and just so stupid. But yeah, the show's getting better. This match should be awesome. I'm glad it's just two guys. It's not like a Kendrick and an Orton Aries that you already know. You know, these are two guys who get to prove themselves on the big stage. So that's really good. I mean, they're probably going to be in the pre-show, and that's fine. I mean, can't expect to put these guys on the main card, but they're going to get the wrestle in front of this big crowd, and that's going to be really cool to see. So Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander should be a really good match. Look forward to it. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Don't know who's in this, to be honest with you. The first year was awesome. The first year we saw it in New Orleans, it was sweet. And then Big Show won, and then Baron Corbin won, and then who was the other? Mojo Rawley won. Ugh. Just kind of makes you don't look forward to it. So yeah, I don't know. Look forward to the surprises. Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss, who everyone loves. I think she's good. The little bit I've seen of her. I saw that the promo she cut after Elimination Chamber, I believe. That was so good. That was really good. Versus Nia Jax. I saw something where they make her cry or something like that. I didn't care for that, but I don't know. These are me. I guess it's a cool feud for what it looks like. It doesn't seem too wacky. I saw the backstage thing with Mickey and Alexa, like that was goofy, but yeah, I mean this should be a fine match. I look forward to seeing it. The Raw women, no, that's not Raw. This is the Women's Battle Royal. It's supposed to be the Fabulous Moolah. What idiot decided to go through with that? You should have known. You should have known better than to put her name attached to it. The backlash was amazing. It needs to be more of that. Call them out on their BS when they do this dumb stuff. Again, this will be for the surprises. Wait, is she still... Well, I'm guessing they're going to change that. I'm guessing they're going to change that trophy. Will be my guess. All right. This is a big one here. This is the Usos and the New Day and... What do they call them now? The... Damn it. Bludgeon Brothers. This is a 3-way tag for the SmackDown titles. I've heard things where this might turn into a TLC. This match looks good without it, honestly. Like I'm really looking forward to this match. I haven't seen a lot of the promo work. I just heard they've been really good, and these guys have had matches at least. The Usos and the New Day have had matches in the past that have been just awesome. So I look forward to this. And of course, if it's TLC, man, these guys can have a chance to make themselves like, I mean, New Day's already big, but these other guys can become like big time. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the match regardless. Should be really good. Triple threat for the IC championship. The Miz always got a belt. This man was never without a belt. Defend the championship against Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. This match should be fine. It should actually be really good. I don't know, man. Finn and Seth just feel like they're both in weird places, kind of stagnant. I don't know. I guess I could be wrong. I mean, I know they just had championship match. That's air quotes around that, but I don't know. Should be fine, presumably. But obviously, it's probably gonna happen. John Cena and The Undertaker. I mean, this is years late, but I mean, still, it's gonna be cool to see. My excitement for it is not really there, but I'm still gonna, I wouldn't pass on watching this match for sure. I'm not gonna do that. I guess the big story or the big what's going to happen to come out of this match is going to be, is The Undertaker going to come back as the Phenom, or is he going to come back as the American Badass? Kid Rock is at this show. Well, hopefully y'all don't have to sit through a performance of his. So people are speculating if he's going to come back as American Badass. Because he left the coat and the hat and the gloves and all that stuff in the ring last year, and I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I don't care either way. Hopefully this is it. I'm tired. Like, get away, get away. Yo, it's just you're done. It's over with. Stop coming back, please. Cena's on his way out, and he's just kind of phoned it in lately. He's not like 2015 2016 Cena anymore. He's just he's kind of checked out himself, but hopefully it's a fun match. Will be a good spectacle for sure. This is the match that everyone's looking forward to. I guess everyone's looking forward to the most. Not necessarily me, I wouldn't say that, but I would look forward to it. Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. They had a match at, Wrestle Kingdom 11? No, Wrestle Kingdom 10. They had a match, and it was very, very good. It wasn't like, I think a lot of people hyped it up like 5 stars and all that stuff. I didn't think it was anywhere near that, but they had a really good match, and I just don't know how they can top it. I guess just being able to see it in the realm of WrestleMania will be the cool thing. Obviously seeing Shinsuke's entrance is going to be insane. Finn Balor's entrance is going to be insane. That's going to be really cool to see. But this match, I mean, what do you expect? This match is going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. I expect Shinsuke to win. Like I said, I'm not, drooling over this, but it should be a really awesome match for sure. The match that I am looking forward to the most is Asuka versus Charlotte. In a amazing world, this is for the this is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Here we go. I hate that. I hate SmackDown's Women's Championship. I hate Raw Women's Championship. There needs to be one belt, especially with, I don't know, they have to do something. The 2 belts suck. And then why does Charlotte, even if you took it away, SmackDown, Raw, whatever, Charlotte's champion, why does Charlotte have to be the WWE Women's Champion? Why can't Charlotte be the WWE Champion? Like, it needs to be that. It needs to, when you take away the Raw and SmackDown, you combine those belts, and it becomes its own belt. It needs to become the WWE Championship. The audience, don't expect the audience to be dumb. And I think that's what they do. They think the audience is really stupid and can't decipher between stuff. I can look at a TV and see that she is not a male, so she's obviously not holding the male's championship. That's obvious. So I just don't think that you need to brand this as the women's championship. I think Charlotte should be the WWE champion. That's what it should be. yeah, I don't know. I felt like that for a while, and I was just thinking about like it just sounds so silly. The whole women's evolution and all that stuff. And I watched the 24 and it was really good, but it's just all branded. It just feels super branded. And in my in the perfect realm of WrestleMania for me, this match main events the show. And it's not even you promote it. You don't even promote it as it being, oh, for the first time ever, we're gonna have women, main event WrestleMania. Like, I can't stand it when they do that. Like they did it with the Royal Rumble, first ever women's run, and then I feel like if they just did it, that would speak more volume. Just put it on last. Don't even make a big deal out of it. You can even have like the one, like you put the match graphic on before you show the promo, and you can have Cole very subtly say like, for the first time ever, women are going to compete in the main event of WrestleMania, something like that. But to just not make it a big deal. Literally, that's it, and then just go from there. Like, I feel like that would be more of an impact than to just continuously brand it. Obviously, I don't think they're going to put this on last. I expect whatever Rousey is doing next year is probably going to be the main event, but this is what I am looking forward to the most. Asuka's been amazing ever since she stepped in the door of NXT. She's undefeated going against Charlotte. This is a mega match. Why did Charlotte lose the other week? That was so stupid, but I just look back at Fastlane 2017 is the worst pay-per-view of all time. So much dumb stuff happened on that pay-per-view, but one of the things in particular, Charlotte lost her pay-per-view winning streak. I feel like you could have got around that and just not make her lose that and just continue that streak. And what if she still had that streak going all the way up until this year with that belt and going against Charlotte, again going against Asuka? Asuka undefeated against Charlotte's undefeated pay-per-view streak and championship. Could have main event at WrestleMania, dude. But it should be an awesome match, and I am very much looking forward to it. Surprise, Daniel Bryan's back. Oh, yes. Not even a joke. That was, like, when he came out, I turned on SmackDown. I had to watch it. I'm very happy. 1,000%. Give me my phone. 1,000% happy that he's back. I just hope the dude's safe. That's all I care about now is that man's safety. I don't know him personally, but I definitely, I feel some attachment to that guy, and I just want him to be safe and happy. And I feel like he's going to do that. I mean, he's gone through every doctor in the universe, hopefully, and they've all cleared him. So he's going to be wrestling again. That's just really awesome to see. I don't know if he's going to stick around with WWE. I would love to see him venture out, because I would love this. There's so many guys outside that I would love to see him wrestle. It's just, I don't know. It'd be really cool. But, I mean, if he's going to stick around WWE, I mean, there are a ton of guys that are new that he hasn't yet to wrestle. So, or, hasn't wrestled in, 10, 15 years. So, he and Shane McMahon just had diverticulitis and he's still wrestling. That don't even make sense. Brock nearly died from that shit. But, Shane, who's always in a big match, every minute, he's always in a big match, versus Kevin Zayn, almost like Kevin Zayn, Sami Owens. I nearly said that. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I haven't watched SmackDown, but I've heard these guys have been just tremendous and just doing amazing things, and that's really awesome to see. Two guys that I've been watching for 10 plus years now, getting to do their thing, in a big way on a big show. Just really awesome to see. This match should be, all right. Just the whole thing is seeing Dragon come back. He won the championship and at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. Now he's returning back to the ring. It always kind of feels like he hasn't really wrestled since that day. Like, even though he won like the IC title, and he even like because he was hurt very shortly after that Mania. And then he came back at the Rumble, and he was there for, a couple months. He had the match with Roman that everyone forgets about. That was awesome. And then he won the IC title, and then he was gone just again. So it really feels like he hasn't wrestled since New Orleans. So it would be really cool to see him return to this building. It's going to be a lot of emotion for that, for sure. It would be awesome to see. So I can't wait to see that. The most publicized match, Oh man, Triple H and Stephanie. Stephanie can't smile in pictures. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that, but she can't smile. Um, Triple H and Stephanie versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. Ronda came out the Rumble, pointed to the sign. It was really cool to see. She has put Hunter through a table, I believe. She's done a couple promos. They've been pretty whack. I don't think that's really her. I don't know. I feel like once she just becomes part of the roster and just starts doing other stuff other than dealing with, the McMahon Helmsley era, then you'll start to see her like relax a little bit more, and she'll become a little bit more interesting. You have to get through this first wave of putting those guys over first and getting them and making sure Stephanie's out in that limelight. You got to do that first, but it'll be interesting to see for sure. Main event is this better be the main event if Charlotte and Asuka isn't. People are kidding themselves, dude. Y'all are tripping on Roman Reigns, dude. I mean, this dude is awesome, man. Well, I won't say awesome, but he has great matches. Like, he doesn't have bad matches. And I went back and watched his match with Brock at 31, and that match was awesome. And y'all tripping if y'all don't think this is going to be a great match. So I can't wait to see this Universal title, Lesnar versus Reigns. It should be awesome. I don't know if they're gonna. I would expect them to give Roman Reigns the belt. They do got to figure out what they want to do with this guy, because just this keep, winning the title this year, winning the title this year, winning the title this year, and or being in a big match this year, and I don't know, man. It's just they got to find some structure to this dude. But there's money there for sure, 100%. Even if it's not already there, I just feel like this match is going to be awesome, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So, yeah, I mean, Mania, the card, this is like when in my generation, Limp Bizkit, WrestleMania 21. This is a better card than WrestleMania. Let me see. I'm going to go through them all right now. My generation began, I'll say WrestleMania 14. This is better than WrestleMania. I'm looking at the card. This is better than 14. This is better than 15. This is better than 2000. WrestleMania 2000 is better. This is better. Well, this is better than WrestleMania 2000, I should say. WrestleMania 17. This is a better card for sure. That might just end up being the best show, just because they had a lot of top tier stuff on there. But this has a chance to blow that out for sure. 18, 100% better. 19, better than that. 20, definitely better than that. 21, 22, 23, 24. On paper, it wasn't bad. Or actually, it was very good, actually. But I think this has it beat. 25 for sure. 26 for sure. 27, absolutely. 28. Yeah, probably better than 28. 29, 30. 30 only had 7 matches. What a beautiful sight that was. Only 7 matches. Now this has like 64 of them. 31 had a really good card. 32 had a good card. Yeah, this is the best card for sure. Yeah, I look forward to Mania. I don't know what's gonna happen beyond this. The only thing I'll say is I hope that the feud going into the summer will be Charlotte. No, I take that back. Will be Sasha and Bayley. Like, they need to have the top feud of the summer, like the most focused on feud, like between the male and the female. They need to have the top feud that summer. Build it up, What? Money in the Bank. Sasha wins Money in the Bank. Maybe Bayley gets a title shot there. She wins. Sasha cashes in, turns on her. Well, not really turn on her. I think she turned on her already, but cashes in on her, and then like build it up all the way up to SummerSlam, and they main event the show, and you have the big championship match, and maybe you can bring Bayley back from the dead, because that's where she is right now. Yeah, but that needs to be the top feud of the summer for sure. But yeah, I look forward to Mania. Should be a really fun watch. NXT, ROH, Again, everyone going to Mania weekend. I hope they have a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll run into everybody down there. I hopefully will come back on. Most of my thoughts on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you haven't. But I will definitely try to come back on to give my thoughts on the show once it's done. But until then, I am Mr. Classic 8. Peace.